Oke guys, match kedua Indonesia Argentina Iesf Mlbb 2022. Oke. Tas Benedetta ya guys ya.
You need to go for that vengeance if you are up against a 1-1 on the Phobius in a losing lane like this. But it is not the Benedetta that he's up against, right? It is.
Wah ya busa mereka ya.
Exactly. Well, Yuzong is also a very oppressive hero in the laning phase, so we'll have to see.
Kamera naik lah. Oke.
Can Papadog actually get an advantage? And if he does have an advantage, right? It's still up to the rest of the team to enable to try and catch out the players before the Phobius in the
1-1 Brans, King Brans memakai 1-1 melawan Clean.
It is a slow laning phase, and it will all depend on, I think, the jungler. So far, we've seen that both these teams like taking it easy all the way
dikasih
to
lagi,
but
Cok.
in this game, a bit more scrapping going on.
Lili ya, bos.
Let's see right now. Indonesia early on, already 1-1 actually. Winning out of the lane up in this cliff right now, and Brans is actually able to
First blood Cok di bawah
in
gimana?
the XP lane, it's a solo, it's a gank.
It's a gank.
There, 2v1, Erwin taken very low, that's the Inspire popped in, Brans looking for that kill onto Erwin, will not be able to find it, but
Ngapain tuh ayo gak keluar-keluar? Lah.
pressure has been alleviated off the other members. Dreams gets caught, that's
Gak
going to be
mati.
the
Kita
shadow
tancap
kill,
flickernya, Cok.
another 1-for-1. This time Argentina with their comfort picks are doing better.
Argentina strikes back in the early game. Again, you can't take this team lightly. They are a serious contender in the tournament right now.
Satu dibalas satu ya guys ya.
To be a bit more careful because if they let Newton start snowballing, that can't be good for them as well. These squishier laners are going to be quite vulnerable, but I guess Brans will be the one that will be feeling the bulk of that aggression.
Free turtle lagi, free turtle.
Objective now picks it up. No contest from Argentina as Jotun doesn't have that purple buff. Without the purple buff, Hayabusa is going to find it very difficult to contest or even to gank. So for Argentina, it does feel like their win condition is solely on getting the picks early on. They can't really go for the neutral objective control.
Dapat.
Dreams there with a cheeky invade, looking for that steal. But Taz on this Demon Slayer Benedetta. I wonder if he's going to go damage or tank.
I think damage must be the way to go. He has that Demon Slayer emblem, so it's a interesting hero. Able to be built quite a few different ways, hybrid, tank, full damage. But right now, we keep talking about the lane management in game number 1 and game number 2 here. I think it's no different. Indonesia has so many wave clear tools to actually work around. Saykots as well as Ijume can all do that, but look at that aggression coming in.
Mati Jok kalau ke situ.
Jotun able to maneuver himself out of that position, but now he's going to get caught in the stun. Doesn't have the shadow kill to play with here. The guy
mati dulu Jok.
forces Erwin to pop that circling eagle, leaving Jotun behind for Indonesia to take. Erwin trying to dish out damage back, but
Indonesia.
Again, it's Indonesia that it really feels like Indonesia has Argentina's number in the rotation game.
You can see how they can just have such a good read on Argentina, because Dreams, he charged the Numenon Blast preemptively towards the top side, so they are a few steps ahead in these very messy skirmish engagements. And I think Taz is waiting. He's trying to try and steal that purple buff. Does he have backup though? That's the main question.
He's all alone here. He's still looking for that retribution battle, but decides to back off. Using
Mati
to
Jok.
get out of the circling eagle. Meanwhile, in the XP lane, Ijume and saykots finds a kill. That's the second kill over to Papadog, who's not having a blast on this Phobius in that XP lane, Arashi. We mentioned it, up against the Yuzong. It's going to be really difficult to lane, especially with the ganks that's constantly just being placed by Indonesia.
Not only are they having a Phobius fall behind, they're having saykots on the Yuzong, just absolutely rampant in that EXP lane. It can't be good as the Indonesians are pushing the aggression, and look at that.
Real world manipulation.
Ijume. Aduh mati Ijume lah.
Jumps back to the black shoes, but it's going to be caught by Jotun, who is very patiently waiting. Giving a blast onto Civ.
Aduh perang atas lah.
Erwin, as that's the crossbow attack opened up. Erwin taken low.
One hit lagi tuh.
Survive, but with Civ down, this means that not only is Indonesia winning in the XP lane, this 1-1 on the hands of Brans as well is ahead, which is not a good sign.
Absolute disaster.
Hanya menunggu 1-1 nih.
And look at the bases coming in. On the other side of the map, That is tazz. I mean, saykots just
Masih
making
mati,
a
Cok.
very
Oh,
aggressive
sedikit
play.
lagi, Cok.
It almost pays out in a kill. Unfortunately, not just yet. They're just pushing the tempo again and again. And Argentina, which lane are they supposed to make plays in? Because at every moment they're getting out-rotated, and Indonesia is just in the bushes waiting for them to walk in unsuspectingly.
It's absolutely insane right now. 5
Wih,
to
tas
2.
gila anjing.
Taz
Lu,
jumps
wih.
all
Mundur,
alone
Tas.
there, looking for the purple buff, finds
Dapat,
it and
Cok.
gets out. No punishment. It's actually going to be Indonesia who looks for the collapse under the tier 2. Real
Wih,
world
Cok.
inflation popped in, but
Saykots,
Saykots
Cok.
jumps to
1
the
pasal 4,
fierce
Cok.
dive now. In the midst of it all, Erwin to be taken low.
Mati, Dreams.
Dreams is still alive.
Oke.
With the Taz who jumps
Kelas
the final
triple
blow.
kill.
Looking for another kill right now. He
Astaga,
jumps
cuma
out
1.
and he buys enough time for Brands
mantap,
to pick
mantap.
up that top side tier 1. They didn't lose a
Gila,
single
Cok, ini sumpah.
member in that dive.
If you thought Argentina completely out-macroed Slovenia yesterday, this is a bit of a repeat because Indonesia is absolutely leagues ahead from Argentina. Unfortunately, Dreams was not taken out,
Kalau
and
ulti ke
due
dalam, Mas,
to him
berat
being
itu
so
tadi.
low, it baits the rest of the members of Argentina, and Indonesia were able to punish that. And while all that is happening, the fight began without Brands, and doing that, Brands just didn't stay still. Goes for objectives, goes for more farm. And we talked about the 1-1 having a good lane. Brands is having an amazing lane
Haya,
in
awas,
the late
Mas.
game that cannot be good for the side of Argentina.
6-minute, 4-man dive.
4 bawah,
4v5,
1 ar.
Arashi. That's what made
5
it
bawah,
super
anjing.
impressive. It wasn't a 5v5, it was a 4v5, and they still got out with the better trade. They still were able to take that purple buff unpunished. They were the ones actually punishing Argentina for stepping into their own jungle.
They are treading the line so carefully. I mean, at any moment, any small misplay can lead to disaster in these very risky plays, but Indonesia is making it happen. That just shows again their skill and their class, and right now they are in the sides.
Dapat
in the wing,
biru,
waiting
Tas.
for an opportunity. Saykots always being so crafty in the positioning game, but look at that.
Iya,
Johnson has the quad shadow, gets out, but it's going to be chunked by Hijume, who follows him under the turret with the black
Udah
shoots,
ulti ya,
gets out.
Hijume itu.
Real world inflation
ulti.
popped in, but that's going to be Tatu, who
Dua.
targets him down with the final blow, forcing the flicker out. Dream
Mati.
taken down in the back lines by Papa Dog as he jumps over to the body force.
Ooh.
Hijume
Dibalikin
falls
Indonesia,
as
Cok.
well. Indonesia too over aggressive,
Pecah nih.
finally punished here by
Terbanglah,
Argentina.
Brands, terbang, Brands.
Is looking for the crossbow attack.
Oke,
Pops in
terbang,
the
Cok.
end against
Tak
Papa
mati
Dog.
sih, tebal itu.
Gets the safety with the guiding wind. Taz still looking for a Saykots.
Anjing,
Flag
3 vs
dragon
5.
form, still
Berani
looking,
kah?
going for this fight. It's a 3v5, but Indonesia
Berani.
still are able to push Argentina back. But it does not change the fact that Argentina were able to find another 2 kills.
They
Tas
get
gila
another 2
ini.
kills, but we talk about
Dapat
the
lagi
wave
retri ya,
pressure
Cok.
again and again. You guys at home are probably so bored of hearing about it, but the bottom side, the minions have taken 1 more turret for Indonesia. We take a look at the items here for Brands. Corrosion Scythe having the Demon Hunter Sword as well. These thicker
3 level
members on the
junglernya.
side of Argentina
Sama
are
Tas.
going to be suffering from the percentage HP damage from the Demon Hunter Sword, and it's only going to get worse from here on. That is 2 core items for 1-1.
That's really not what Argentina won.
The reverse.
1-1 with the Demon Hunter
Kayaknya
Sword, the Corrosion Sight so early
Hancur,
on,
hancur,
and now
hancur.
I do believe he is
Aman,
going
aman, aman.
towards
Masih aman.
Windtalker, which is going to be again that countermeasure for Brands to go up against the Phobias. When you start to
Dapat
have
sih turtle nih.
more attack speed,
Turtle apa nih,
you
Lord?
start to be able to actually dash faster.
Ah,
and
skill
get into more
2 ya.
force. That's when Wan can actually somewhat counter the Phobias.
Ayo, gak ada skill 2 ah, serang
They
tuh
actually
ayo.
bait the entire team.
Kena
Getting some
tuh sama
resources as well
naga
for
nih.
Saykots.
Oh,
Goes over to Black Dragon
Kena kan?
form,
Pinter
petrifying
banget, Cok.
Johnson.
Sumpah.
And just like that, that's the jungler taken out. That's also Meteoro who falls in the mid lane to
Rata
Brands.
ini.
Papa Dog isolated, zone away from the rest
Ayo,
of
Papa
his
Dog,
team.
lari, Papa Dog.
He'll be stunned up and he will be
Mati, Cok, Papa
slain
Dog.
up in the top side.
Brands.
3-0. Brands pushing in the mid lane without a care.
He is alone. He has
Terlalu
staring 2
OP
members of
ini ya,
Argentina
guys ya,
in the
Indonesia
face.
yang ini
It
ya.
doesn't matter. He is so ahead right now. He has that confidence and then the mechanical skill. And look at that. He's behind the turret. That is, you're not supposed to do that as a
Itu
marksman, but
guys.
Brands doesn't care, I guess, as Indonesia wrestles away the control in the jungle from Argentina. But look at that right now. They're just sieging the base as much as possible, and the base turret passive has popped.
I can speak based on experience that on the 1-1, if you're snowball, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So we'll see once again. Saykots
Wih,
wants to do
naganya
whatever
udah
he wants
jadi
as
ya.
well, with the Black Dragon form, just penetrating into that base, zoning 4 members away from the base turret. As Franz
Aman
and
sih, nggak perang nih.
Hijuman sieges it down. Tazz now lure blade as
ini.
the Numenal blast cancel
Nggak ada
out,
yang
but he
dapat
flickers
satu.
forward, getting the damage and the stun onto Meteoro, who's forced to flicker
Udah,
back
balik,
out
balik,
again.
balik,
Tazz
balik.
now under the turret range, forced to back away. Shadow kill popped in, won't be able to find enough damage to take anyone down. That's another resource, the real world manipulation by Meteoro to
Mid dapat sih mid nih.
10 minutes in, Indonesia have cracked 1 base turret and are looking for the second in the mid lane. Arashi is looking grim. It's gonna be Hijume who jumps back with black shoes. Demonic
Terbang kah
Force
ini?
popped in by Papa
Kagak,
Dog.
kagak
They
terbang.
do not want to stop.
They just have the superior siege right now. They're going for damage on the
Oh,
members of
mati-masukin,
Argentina
Cok.
and also the base turrets, but they're going again.
Papa
Brans.
Dog looking for
Oh,
the play,
Brans.
but it is
Udah
just
pecah ya.
going to give Brands
Mati tuh Papa
enough
Dog.
weakness points to pop that crossbow of Tang. Erwin low,
Berubah lagi nih.
and Indonesia
Hajar
are
terus,
looking to
kawan.
end 2-0.
Hajar terus.
Saykots jumps in again with that signature petrify on 3. Finds a double before
Nice
they
try
end the
Argentina.
game.
Gigi
2-0.
Indonesia. Oke.
Indonesia will
Mantap.
meet up against Cambodia in the upper bracket finals.
Oke guys.
What a
Lanjut
performance,
hari
man.
besok-besok lagi ya guys ya. Next
Look at the
pertandingan apa
members from
selanjutnya Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Oke,
They have the
makasih.
superheroes, and I think